It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Ready. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Drill 52.
Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Eagles at 3-7 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Ready?
Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. Forced out to it, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Desmond Ritter taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants 7, Eagles 0.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You talk about this Giant defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Tyler Beatty with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Kane is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, Young out to his left. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, Young. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier but couldn't reel that one in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Young on third down. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. It's Young off play action. That one complete downfield to Cook. And they're going to have another first first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 12-yard line.
Black Ultra. Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Strike. Strike. Set. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get free out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Evans.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We'll see him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
You're yelling. Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Okay, right?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
6, mega. Blast it, 6.
Back to throw, Ritter. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
This is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
On the set. Set.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Ritter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Ready, ready. You're blue. Cut.
Ritter from the gun. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here's Ritter.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Kamara running right. Shedding through the defense. And now off to the races down the right side.
40 yards yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
52 blaster.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. What if he got out late and missed his warm-up time?
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go, set.
Kamara is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 20, Eagles 17.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ready?
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you're taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Guyton
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to the field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Thornton.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Blue striker.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Blue check. Check.
Coming left is Kamara. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 34, Eagles 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now,
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
and as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
this play to move the sticks.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
97.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Come on,
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Young. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Young.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Young's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Young to throw it.
Open man is Tucker.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's Young.
That's caught by Tucker. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
To the air once more, Young. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Set, go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Ready,
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
set, hut.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Ready.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, New York.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard
2
line.
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
On the double.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A 10th carry for Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That second down play nets a -4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Young. He completes this.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.